100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her blame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
The bell is tolling. It's the coach. This is the 2020 season on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Allen now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Quickly now, here's the Buffalo offense.
And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Here we go, son. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. 65. 65. Young lady. Young lady. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Darnold now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First down, Jets.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play on that situation.
Dances by at the 20, into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
They'll run on first down. Turner. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
On 2nd down and 4, Darnold. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he finds Tyler Kroft. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Singletary. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 17, Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. A look now at the defensive starters for the Jets. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Here's Singletary. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. .6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. To throw is Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll try the left side. Turner. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That good for 22 and a first down. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal. The lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell.
Check. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check the backer, check the backer. Man, 80. Check 99.
This is Bell. Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. They got the ball to the outer third of the field, but they could not seal that edge and lost yardage.
And I love how you brought that up because sealing the edge is often a function of the offensive tackle on the line of scrimmage, oftentimes a tight end, maybe your H-back, someone to set the edge at the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to get to. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner.
A good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game.
49, 49's the mic, 49's the mic. Go, go, go.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. And Charles, the 2nd time today that he has hit pay dirt.
And once you score the first one, there's that natural tendency, and there's also that eagerness to get back there again. Oh, he smells it. This guy smelled the end zone, and twice he's gotten there.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
I know you're trying to have a scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Hey, check. 57. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Allen again. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz. Too fast to handle. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 24-yard line. Allen going to come to the line here, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first, this from 41. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Jets now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Here's Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check your hot read. Check.
Again, it's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Check. Lucky.
On 3rd down, it's Turner, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Here's Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Bell. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
Come on, man, 80. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, 80. Check 52.
Now Balaj. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game. Third and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Man, 80. Get that ball. Get that ball. Kill. Oh, 80. Switch gears. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 43.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's true. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now that run, that's exactly why you stay with the running game. You don't abandon it totally. You stick with it, keep telling your guys to stay motivated, and they found a crease on that play.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Yeldon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen, he gets this one to Johnson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line. Allen now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Allen's throw is complete, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Check 45's the mark. Check 45's the mark.
First and 10.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
That's the gain of 3. Brings up 45.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They run here with Singletary. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
Pickup 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll look to run with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
New York set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
Darnold now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Watch the screen. Pass. No, lady. Mike, watch 49.
Darnold now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Again, Darnold. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Demaryius Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks.
And he lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, it's Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom.
And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Your trip is here.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And that pickup will be good for a first down. Give him 10 yards exactly on the quick slant. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Darnold from the gun. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead will swell by one more. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football.